Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth to say it's good to be back, Rob.
It's good to be back, Rob.
Rob, don't lie to us, okay? We know you like playing games at home more than you like being here, okay?
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, good point, good point.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and deburrents in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. We are checking back in with some Modern today. Everyone's favorite format. Certainly our favorite here on the show.
Yeah. Until Alchemy comes out. Of course.
And really just looking at the decks that are doing well. I know last weekend was a big weekend for one of your favorite decks, Grixis Death Shadow, taking down both challenges. Same person, same list, 2 trophies.
Yes, I was like, all right, I was doing the Innistrad Championship, and I could not play any challenges this week. The weekend before, I played 2 challenges, and I took 11th, top 16, and then top 8 with Death Shadow. Soul Strong took 3rd, and then like top 8 of that one too. I was just like, oh my god, Death Shadow is absolutely crushing it, and Soul Strong just apparently cannot be beat. Cannot be beat. Just one back-to-back, like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's really incredible achievement there, so congratulations to them.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed over the last week or so, week and a half in Modern, is that we've seen a return to the more lean mid-range decks.
Yeah.
You know, for a while, it was all these Omnath decks, 4 colors, going really big, ephemerating Solitudes, and, you know, often Yorioning on top of everything.
Yep.
And they really were sitting on top of these lean mid-range decks, but we eventually got into that arms race, and everything got so big and so slowed down that the linear decks came in and said, hey, I mean, stop it with this nonsense.
Yeah, stop it with this. And honestly, I think, I am obviously a huge, endorser of Grixis Death Shadow, but I think it's at this point that it's Grixis Death Shadow and Hammer that are just the best decks. They're the decks that are at the top. I think they're both extremely strong, and I think these 4-color decks are probably pretty good against Hammer. I'm not even 100% sure on that. I just assume it's probably pretty good with Solitude and Fury and stuff. But they're getting to the point that they're not that good against Death Shadow, and they already weren't very good against it. Just Dress Down being extremely good, all the linearness that you were talking about is extremely good against them. But now the Hymn to Turok creature,
Just Turok.
It's just Turok, yeah. So when that got added to the list now too, when there's 2 of those, maybe some lists are even playing 3 of them. The non-Grixis Death Shadow list, we're just playing 3. That card is amazing against them. Like, absolutely lights out. But I'm even playing a tournament this weekend where I'm cutting that card because those decks are so afraid of the card that I think those decks are going to be just on a huge decline this weekend.
I agree.
Yeah,
so completely. Because we've now seen those lean mid-range decks, Death Shadow chief among them, but also the Jund Saga deck that your brother likes so much. And,
very good deck, too.
Yes,
yeah.
and is it mid-range returning as well? Those are kind of the 3 that I think of when I think of decks in that category. And they all had pretty solid weekends this past weekend. They're all around. So really they're taking advantage of a lot of the linear decks because they are able to apply a lot more early pressure and back that pressure up with such cheap disruption that they like playing against those linear strategies. And like you said, they've adapted a little bit even to the 4-color decks that were preying on them a couple weeks ago.
Yep, totally agree. And now I think the next step, it's going to be one of 2 things. Either Grixis Death Shadow is going to remain at the top, as well as Hammer. Hammer has proved itself that it's just going to be a good deck. It will always be tier 1. It's real. You have to really come correct to throw that deck out. Like, I think Grixis Death Shadow is a good matchup, but not enough that it's putting it out. Grixis Death Shadow against Hammer, I should say. But now for Grixis Death Shadow, I think it's the most popular deck, and now it's either going to be this weekend or next or something like that. Big mana decks like Yawgmoth are going to come to really answer it hard. And all the matchups that used to be good for that deck, Rhinos, Omnath, Elementals, all that kind of stuff that Grixis Death Shadow just annihilates, those are going to be starting to go away. And then we'll see kind of the self-correcting format that Modern really is. Or Grixis Death Shadow is just going to be too good, which is what I still believe, but...
Well, we've played a lot of Grixis Shadow over the last few weeks in Modern, so we actually are eschewing that for today's show. But
they made me. They said, sorry, Corey. It's similar to like Standard when they're like, you're done with Yorion. You have had enough. I submitted 3 Grixis Death Shadow variants this time. Rob came to my house personally, slapped me across the face, and said, change those decks. So
said
here
they
we
were
are.
variants, but they were the same deck 3 times.
Yeah, but, I had a couple different sideboard cards that I was testing out, Rob, so different.
I'm going to be starting with a little Azorius Control. This is a deck that is still around. I think it is probably getting even a little bit better with the return of these lean mid-range decks, with all the chalices and cheap removal. They're generally well set up against Ragavan, and they have a very strong end game. I think the linear decks could be problematic. So, when it comes to control, it's all about really adapting week in and week out.
Yeah.
Because the metagame is always shifting, and now we've got a metagame of lean mid-range and linear decks really near the top. And so how exactly do you build your control deck to be those 2 styles of decks chiefly? And it's generally always doable. It's just a tricky scenario to get it right every single week.
Yep, very, very true. I'm going to be starting with Rakdos mid-range. It's just basically Grixis Death Shadow.
I've got these out of order. I'm playing Yawgmoth first.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like,
Before it confused me before we went live that because I had them both decks on the table, was just make sure everything was fine with them. We're all getting back in the swing of things.
Yeah, exactly.
I said that before we went live.
We're slow to start a little bit, so
we got Control coming up next. I'm going to be starting with Golgari Yawgmoth, another one of the linear decks that I think is good enough and has proven itself that is just sticking around. It's not quite at Hammer's level, but I would say it's just behind that. And really just a very resilient deck, and the power of the namesake card, Yawgmoth, such a powerful card and difficult to interact with, because most of the time you have a battlefield set up that as soon as you cast it, you start drawing cards.
Yeah.
And really, so you're going to generate a lot of value. So even if they answer it, you can probably set up another one relatively quickly. And the additions of Ignoble Hierarch from MH2 and Grist. I think Grist was a very underrated one. Grist gives the deck's fair game plan a lot more juice, because now we can interact a little bit more, we can grind a little bit more, and it works so well with the deck because it's a creature in the other zone, so you could tutor for it with Quarter Calling and Eldritch Evolution, that it really does work incredibly well in the deck.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. And then I'm playing Rakdos mid-range. I still just personally think this deck is just a little bit worse than Grixis Death Shadow all around, but there are some things that are a little different that will be, good in this matchup. Dathi Voidwalker, I think, is actually one of the better cards against Yawgmoth, just being able to, whenever your creatures die, instead of getting those shenanigans, like, this is something you have to deal with it. You, of course, can just put counters on it, which makes it not foolproof or anything. But then we get Urza's Saga as a little bit of longevity. You get Shadow Sphere that you can search for and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. But just a really good mid-range deck, kind of similar to just Jund, really.
Yeah, this is another one of those decks that would fall into that lean mid-range category for me. Probably the most aggressive of them.
Surprisingly. Yeah.
And that's one of the benefits. So I think against linear strategies, it's probably the best one.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
Okay.
All right, you got the marbles. You kicked my butt badly.
Clean sweep.
Yeah, I don't want to recall that, but it was an absolute beating. So I'm on the play. My hand is definitely good. I'm going to keep. I'm just debating what I want to start with, and it's probably this.
I will be keeping as well.
Okay, so let's fetch. Don't even have to worry about which fetch lands I get now. It's just always Blood Crypt. Wow, this is going to be easy. Let's get real. It was Blood Crypt and Grixis Death Shadow all the time anyways for the first one.
Yeah, about 90% of the time.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so I'm going to play...
don't have to worry about the 10%.
Yeah, I'm going to play everybody's favorite monkey. And then I'm going to play a bauble. I'm going to say go and take a peek. All right. Leave that card revealed. Or else.
I have a Yavimaya and the weirdest Birds of Paradise I've ever seen.
Oh, that's an OG one. That's an OG.
This is a recent one. It's
recent as far as that, but it's got the old art. Yeah.
It just looks strange to me.
Yeah?
Yeah, the art, it looks like it's a digitized version of the old art. What is this from, Rob? Do you know?
It's called being modernized.
Is it a secret layer?
I'm pretty sure.
Everything's a secret layer. It's actually from Alchemy.
It just looks so weird. I can't get over it.
Well, those were not very good draw steps. I wanted to be able to kill the bird to get through, but then again, you probably don't want to block since it doesn't trade with Ragavan.
Oh, that's what I wanted.
That's
the Ragavan stopper.
Ooh, I can cast that. If that dies, it doesn't come back for you, does it?
It will come under its owner's control.
I wasn't going to tell you. I probably shouldn't cast that. Huh? Okay, so now it's just a question of what we want to do. And now that we're not playing Death Shadow, we don't have to always be taking damage. That's one. I'm mostly just saying that for myself, but all thoughts is you. Actually, don't show me yet. I might want to actually just put Luris into my hand. So you have Forest. You can't cast the Messenger yet. And your big things you can't really play yet.
And I could play Urborg.
You could play Urborg. I'm still going to Thoughtseize.
Well, I don't have Urborg or any other lands. So.
Oh, boy.
The Geralf's Messenger was not a great draw.
Okay, well, I wish I had a lot more removal in this hand. That'd be pretty nice against you.
Yeah.
So now it's just, what do I want to stop you from? It's probably Wall of Roots, because you can go Wall into Geist if you top deck a land, or Hierarch. And it just is kind of the best enabler here. So yeah, take that trash.
Not close, Walrus.
Okay.
You got a 15.
I play very poorly against this deck. I lose often, so... All right, then I'm just going to put a land tapped and pass to you.
The good news is I don't have to hold my hand anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. I will play Strangerroot Geist as a blocker for the Ragavan.
You can attack, though. It has haste.
It did draw a land, though it's an awkward one. Dryad Arbor, pass the turn.
All right. I need a -1/-1 effect to all creatures. That's not it. So now Ragavan is in rough shape. I'll say that. Not a big fan right now. So I'm going to go Urza Saga. Boink. And I'm going to kick this and have you discard some cards. I'm still going to know your cards. Oh, it is at random?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's him to draw.
Okay. That's pretty good.
So the cool thing is there are exactly 6 combinations of cards. We just have to roll 1d6.
Okay.
4 choose 2 is 6, kids. That's a 2, so that's going to be these 2.
Okay, sure.
Quarter Calling, Ignoble.
Okay.
Really hoping you would hit the Geralf's Messenger.
Yeah, that one's not so good. And then I'll pass to you. So yeah, you can't chord for the namesake card yet, at least.
Oh.
Okay.
Misty Rainforest.
Okay.
I don't think there's much to chord for it too.
Yeah, Wall. Young Wolf.
Scavenging Ooze.
Yeah.
Is like not the worst.
Yeah, you could eat my bauble, I guess.
And I've got a couple creatures in my graveyard. I can get it to a 4/4, but that's still not big enough to eat the Turok.
Turok eats you.
I could just get another Strangerroot Geist.
Yeah.
That's probably the best. I am just going to pass the turn.
The thing you can't do is block with both this turn, which is nice.
Yeah.
All right, chapter 2. Okay, I have Zababble. I will Zababble myself. Maybe I want to just keep it around for a larger saga. Not the biggest of deals, but I do have a fetch land in hand, so yeah, I'll bobble. That's another bobble. Something I don't care about. I'll crack this. I'll go to 14.
I suspect this will get a basic.
You suspected wrong. It'll get a blood crypt. Tapped.
Doesn't have any use for the mana.
So now the question is, do I value getting a 1/1 construct or do I value getting Luris more? It's close. The one thing I value is attacking with both.
Let's block the Ragavan.
Okay.
I'll take 4.
You go to what, 14?
This will come back.
You're going to 14, right?
Yes. So we got 14 all.
Okay, Ragavan's dead.
With the Undying trigger on the stack, I'm actually going to crack this Misty.
Okay. I could punish you some ways.
I'm going to take 3 here for the Overgrown Tomb, go to 11.
Okay. And now it's still the question of 1/1 or Luris. Luris seems a little bit more important, so I'm going to take that. And then I'm going to pass to you.
Okay.
I don't know all my hits here as far as artifact goes. I'm just double checking that. Not many. Really not many hits as far as game 1 go.
Yeah, against the Luris, I'm going to get Scavenging Ooze.
Okay.
If Corey passed the turn, I think I would have gotten another Stringer Root Geist.
Yeah, and I think I arguably want you to have a Ooze more. I'm not sure, though. Ooze is very good against me, too. It's close.
Okay, go to my turn.
Draw.
That is a good draw.
I don't like good draws.
Play Twilight Mire.
Okay.
Play a Drol's Messenger.
I go to 12.
Exile your Ragavan.
You're a jerk.
I go to 12.
Yep.
And I can't get both baubles yet. So I think I'm just going to exile one of my creatures to get in some more damage. Let's
Okay.
do the Hierarch.
You go to 13.
And attack for 7.
Okay, I go to 5.
So you're at 5, I'm at 13. Pass the turn.
All right, untap. Draw. Chapter 3. I'll just add a mana. Now I think I only have these 2 spell bombs as my options, which isn't great. Or Bobble, I guess. I guess Pyrite Spellbomb deals with your Geist, which isn't bad. And I could bring it back to deal with something else. So, yeah, we'll get Pyrite Spellbomb.
Makes sense.
All right, 1 mana floating. I'm going to dash and attack with a Ragavan.
Puts me to 11.
Yep. Boo. Then going to cast Luris. Bring back Bobble. And not too much punishes me from not killing Geist right now. Yeah, I think I will Bobble you, see what you're going to draw. Okay, you're lucky. And I will just return this, say go, and then draw.
How lucky am I? Worst possible.
You're lucky most of the time, you know, so that's a blanket statement, but not this time.
Well, Corey knows about that one. So. Get in there with some creatures.
Okay. Final answer?
Thinking.
Okay.
So if I do this, what are Corey's options? You can go like you can go block here, kill this to keep your Luris around. You can go like block, use this to kill Ooze. You have 4 in hand?
4 in hand.
One of which is Ragavan. Didn't play a land last turn.
Yeah, I did.
Play the swamp?
I played Swamp, yep.
Oh, you had that.
Saga was the one land that I played that went away.
I feel like you're going to want to get the Skoos off the battlefield, but there's not much I can do to prevent that other than never attack with it, which is not going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to send him with all 3.
Yeah, I'm going to double block Ooze, and then I'm going to kill the Geist. Yeah.
So I'm going to put Luris first. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. Or 5
7.
toughness, I mean.
Yeah.
So gotta exile some creature. Let's make it Wall of Roots.
And then it's how many of my Luris target? Well, I mean, I
That'll
guess
put
Luris
me to
is dying,
12.
Okay.
Um,
And I'm going to stay at 5 here, but...
yeah. And I think, after that, I'm just going to want to, I don't know if you have Culligan's commands, but you usually do. Plus taking away Delirium for Unholy Heats or things like that. Or DRCs.
This deck does Delirium better than Grixis. It's arguable, because Dress Down's a card that, increases my count. This is still...
Yeah.
This counts as 2 types, though, right? I haven't played with there's a Saga and Delirium.
Yeah, so you have land, sorcery, enchantment, artifact in there, and you're getting creature, so I'd have to take away 2.
Yeah.
I basically would have to get rid of Saga and Thoughtseize, which maybe is best, and then I could just exile this Geist and gain another life.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So exile the Thoughtseize, the Urza Saga, and my Strangleroot Geist.
Okay.
So I'm going to end at 13, you're going to stay at 5.
Okay.
Turok and Laris down.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay.
Maybe just getting rid of the artifacts is better. I don't know.
Okay. Now, got a decent turn. Gonna crack this, go to 4. A precarious life total. Let's get this. So I have 2 options. I can either go for these 2 and actually, try to connect with Regavan here. I could play Regavan defensively. Pretty likely I'm not going to get it through then. I can use this card during Ross's turn, which is kind of cool. So I'd have to hit a 1-drop with Regavan to be able to cast it off your deck. Pretty unlikely. So yeah, instead let's go Regavan. And I'm going to pass to you. Draw step. I'm going to K-Command, you discard, and return Luris. Dang. I was like, I get super punished if that is Court of Calling, but, I lose if that's Court of Calling anyways, so.
Four.
I'm at 4.
I will attack.
Okay, I will... I'll block. So I'll go down to 1, essentially.
Yeah.
Then I'll kill that. Ugh. I'm done.
That's not good.
All right, I'll bobble you. See if this is a card I immediately have to take care of. Oh my god! In the weirdest way, it definitely is. Okay, so I will Luris.
Yep.
Dash Regavan.
Block?
Okay. Now it's not a lethal threat.
Okay. Well, I figure if you're making that play, it's probably good.
I mean, it still does affect me, which maybe I screwed this up now. Okay, yeah, I'll say go, draw a bobble. It made for a lethal Birds of Paradise.
Wow.
Yeah, right? Oh.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah, well, it's still okay, but...
Yeah, so I'll play the ignoble and force the trade.
Forced, yep. I'm up to 4 now.
Pass the turn.
What a weird game. Okay, so do I start by playing this? Yeah, probably, I suppose. So I will play Dothy Voidwalker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep.
Your hand.
Sorry. Then I want to dash again. Okay.
I'm at 11.
Dothy. And yep. Okay, here go.
Attack for 1.
Okay, take it. 3.
3. Drew another land.
All right. That's a lot of lands. Oh my god. My draws are equally as bad, though. I'll tell you that. All right, I got a Ragavan. Let's attack for 5. Okay.
That's pretty good. I'm at 6.
I'll cast that one. I'll use that treasure. Oh, I forgot to get a treasure last time, huh?
Yeah. So you got another one.
Not going to be super relevant. Okay, and then second main, I'm going to play a Ragavan. This gets exiled with a Dothy counter. Not that it's super relevant.
It's a card into an opponent's graveyard.
Okay, it doesn't get exiled with a Dothy counter, just in case anyone was wondering, and then I'll pass to you.
I'll play birds.
Okay.
You can go.
You have 0-1s and a dream. And I just have dreams over here. Okay, I will attack for 5. What are you at?
I'm at 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go to 1.
Okay. What do you got on top? Wall. Yeah, I'll play a land and I'll pass to you.
Jesus.
My draws are awful as well. But yeah, you just did not hit any gas.
Yeah, I had the 2 chords in my opening hand. I never drew another Yawgmoth or
card, yeah.
or Eldritch Evolution or Grist or
Yeah.
any of the big threats.
Yep. What a weird game. What a weird game.
Yeah, I thought I might have turned that around after a little while, but
Yeah, it was so many weird scenarios. The fact that I didn't really want to dash Ragavan from my graveyard that turn, but with it being Ignoble Hierarch, I either had to get that or Spellbomb. And I figured you just weren't going to block too. But I mean, I guess I did kind of sell it, but still. Yeah, weird game. Anyways, we are going to head to the sideboard and see what we got for each other, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Versus Live.
welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between Golgari Yawgmoth and Rakdos Midrange. Not much changing on my side of things. I think Scavenging Ooze is the better graveyard hate card in this matchup relative to Endurance. Just being a better individual threat. Being able to, continuously get things out of your graveyard later in the game, should it stick around, just makes it just a better card. And then I want my deck to be more threat dense. We saw my deck peter out in game 1. So I'm trimming 1 Birds of Paradise, one of the mana creatures, and bringing in a Thrun the Last Troll, which Corey's deck really can't interact with. And it's also bigger than all of your creatures. So, seems good.
I thought you were the last troll, but I guess Thrun takes that job for today. So from my end, I think I may be supposed to be taking out all the Ragavans, but I don't really have enough cards that I want to bring in, and I have some cards that I for sure want to take out. One, Doomblade, because it's not, 2005. Taking out the Spellbomb and the 2 Spellbombs here. Wait. Let's continue. Let's continue this analogy here. I play these. Can anyone guess what other card could be better than Doomblade here that could answer this? God, maybe it's Maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger could help us out in the movie The Terminator. I think that might help.
Infernal Grasp. Or...
Yeah, Infernal Grasp would be better, actually. Okay, so anyways, we poke fun at Doomblade, but this is not a good card. Should be Terminate. Taking out the 2 Ragavans. I'm leaving in 2, even though Young Wolf is Ragavan's kryptonite. It is just so brutal to get around, and I don't have a good way of doing it unless I get Dothy Voidwalker down, and then I start killing it. So we're going to trim these. I think our plan is largely going to be Shadow Sphering up Giant Constructs. I think that seems like a much better plan against you, and then there's just play the control role up against Yawgmoth and all the things that really matter. Things that mattered are going to be killed by Fatal Push. It's going to be an excellent removal spell. And honestly, just a card that I think is very much coming back, especially with Grixis Death Shadow being one of the bigger decks and Hammer. Fatal Push is insane against both of those decks. You know, like there's so many times when it's like you hold a removal spell playing up against Hammer, and you're just like, well, I don't have an opportunity to cast this. They have Sigarda's Aid, and I know they have a hammer. They searched it from their Mystic. Yeah. It's like, I can't just fire a removal spell at end step. Then they blow me out if it's on Holy Heat or something. So if you're just like, okay, you're holding up that Fatal Push, and they're like, oh, well, now I left up 1 mana, and I didn't play my Esper Sentinel or something like that because I thought this was going to be a blowout.
Really flip the script on them.
Yep. So I'm even playing 3 Fatal Push in my Grixis Death Shadow list and 4 Unholy Heats. That's a lot of 1 mana removal spells, but I mean, they're just so efficient. So then we're going to bring in the last copy of Thoughtseize. Being able to break up your hand is still very good in this matchup. And then 1 of Pithing Needle to just name Yawgmoth. You know, it's going to be excellent here in this matchup. All right, Rob, do you got any lovely questions? Or let me guess. Are we talking about Alchemy breaking the game still?
No.
Oh.
Somebody asked if you were going to play Alchemy IRL, though. So,
I
don't want to let Corey have access to our Sharpies. But
Yes. I already did confirm on Twitter that we are going to try Alchemy stuff, and whenever we need to seek something, it's just Rob's job to figure out how to make that work. And we figured you'd be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I was hoping that was Tuesday's show when I took my day off.
Yeah. That's why you took the day off, right?
Yeah.
I thought I had a disenchant effect in the main deck, but I don't. So we got to bring in this Outland Liberator.
Wow. Mid-game sideboarding here. I thought you always leave a Rex Sage effect in your deck. No matter the deck.
Yeah.
So the first question was, what do you think about Urza Saga in this Rakdos mid-range deck? Is it something you really like, or you think it could maybe go?
I'm pretty low on the card in general right now. Once again, I think the big metagame shift, normally there's not a big enough metagame shift in Modern where I'm like, this deck is now awful immediately. But Grixis Death Shadow has had a huge imprint with Soulstrong and me from the Invitational that I think that deck just rose in popularity so fast, and Urza Saga and Dress Down are not friends. So I just straight up just do not think it's a very good card right now. I think the only shell where it's actively still pretty good is in the Jund Saga decks, because going to get Shadow Sphere for your 6/7s and stuff, I think it's still just a really good game plan. But outside of that, not a big fan. What about you?
Honestly, I would be a fan of it in this metagame. I think in those lean mid-range mirrors, Urza Saga is a really good endgame plan. It's not as good in the linear matchups. So it's a little bit bimodal right now, where it's good in half your matchups and not as good in the other half.
Yeah. I'm just saying Dress Down is really popular right now, and that's just killing the card. Yeah,
that's a good point.
It's even being played in like Azorius control sideboards, like, you know, it's being played in Dimir control sideboards. I don't know how popular that is, but I played against it last night.
Yeah, it's such a huge tempo swing.
Yeah, people are just realizing Dress Down is a card that any deck that plays blue should play now, instead of just being a niche role with Grixis Death Shadow. So I just think Saga's at a really rough spot.
Well, I kept a one-lander last game, so I'm going to mulligan the no-lander this game.
I'm going to keep. This hand is a little clunkster. Definitely not as good as our last hand, but still fine. All right, Rob, we'll take one more question if you got one.
Yeah, I had 2 people asking about Dredge, actually. One was asking, they've been seeing, where was it? Here we go. They've been seeing a new Rainbow Dredge, I assume just 5-color Dredge build going around, what you thought about that. And then someone else also a little later asked what you think about Dredge, especially with the new card Otherworldly Gaze, and if you think how that fits into the deck.
Well, the Dredge deck has evolved a bit. They're not playing Loam Conflagrate anymore. They usually just have one Conflagrate still, but no Loams. So
really?
it's not it's not green. They're playing 4 Dark Blast, obviously to deal with early Ragavan and DRCs. So that's their Dredge 3 card. And then Otherworldly Gaze really gives the deck a lot of staying power because it's a card that you can cast out of the graveyard. It also just sets up your opening hands really well. I usually cast an Otherworldly Gaze and then draw on turn 2.
It replaced Shriekhorn, for sure. That's the Shriekhorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you mills about the same number of cards, but it also gives you some card selection. So
and instant speed.
Yeah, so oftentimes you mulligan to 4 or 5 with your dredge deck so often, and then you have this one lander that has everything you need, and then the Gaze just finds you the second land for your Cathartic Reunion or your Thrilling Discovery on turn 2.
Yeah.
And then from there, everything comes together. So Gaze has been a really important addition to the deck. I like the way those lists look. I'm still not super high on Dredge overall. I do think the deck is just at a relatively low power level compared to the rest of the format.
Like really low. Like I think like you legitimately, there's been games when I've just beaten it by like blocking prized amalgams and stuff. Like I didn't do anything to affect their graveyard. I just like had bigger creatures.
Yeah.
And
beat them straight up.
Yeah, exactly. And like they like missed on 2 out of their 5 turns of something hugely impactful as far as their dredge, and like just didn't have Cathartic Reunions, and it's just like, and then there's games when it looks really insane.
Or they put 12 power into play on turn 2. And
Exactly. I mean, I the last Modern Challenge that I had, I went 7-0 in the Swiss, and then I played against Dredge in the top 8 and lost relatively badly. I lost strictly because I had Nile Spellbomb in my deck instead of Soul Guide Lantern, and they leylined me. So stupid. I was so mad. But I lost game 3 because of that. But I just don't think it's very powerful right now. And I think just too much has to go right for you to have your insane draws. Like, I think it's really inconsistent as far as how it's been in the past. Faithless Looting was really the glue.
Gaze has helped on the consistency
axis, a little bit, but it's lost its explosivity a little bit.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's not that it lost anything; it's that the rest of the format around it gained, right?
Yeah.
So it loses it in a relative sense, and that's happened to Dredge multiple times over the years. And like Creeping Chill gave it a big jolt, and suddenly it became significantly more powerful. And it's going to need another jolt like that. Ox is also a good one recently that has helped it a little bit.
Yeah, Ox is good.
But it's just not as powerful relative to the rest of the format.
Yeah.
And so you're right. People are able to beat you without graveyard hate, and you're still very vulnerable to graveyard hate. So when you're that vulnerable to very common sideboard cards, you need to be winning a huge portion of the games when your opponent doesn't have them. Yeah. And I don't think that win rate in the non-hate games is high enough right now because of that lack of power.
And the collateral damage of like what sideboard cards are being played right now to combat certain things. And right now, It's like instead of like 3 to 4 on average graveyard hate cards in the sideboard, it is at like 2 to 3.
Yeah.
But there's a decent amount of endurances, and then there's still 2 Soul Guide Lantern / Nile Spellbombs in like every sideboard. Yeah. Some of them in the main with their Sagas.
Yeah. So one in the main too, so you can get got by that.
Yeah.
And it really is. It's a tough time for Dredge.
Yeah. Not a good time. But also it's a deck that when I sit down and play against it, it's not something I'm like super hyped because I know this deck can beat me out of nowhere and there's not much I can do about it in some games. It's kind of like Burn. That's why I don't like sitting down against that too,
Just got to cross your fingers.
Exactly.
Okay, I am looking at a second hand that is quite solid, so I will pretty easily put that one back.
Okay.
Then I will start on Peatland, go to 19, and play Ignoble Hierarch.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
That was the worst draw on the deck. Now, what do we want to do? I think I want to take 2 and play a DRC. Pass to you.
So I'm at 19, you're at 18?
Yep.
I'll play Urborg.
Okay.
And I've got 2 Young Wolves. Take 1.
So young.
18 all.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
So young. Such wolves. Okay. Not a great draw. I'm going to Thoughtseize you, trigger DRC. Yeah, I don't want Bobble. And we'll Thoughtseize you.
No.
You got 1 good card?
Yes.
I'll take it. Ooh, which one? I suppose I will take Yawgmoth.
16.
And now...
Did you put the ball in the graveyard?
Yeah. Then I got a Delta. I cannot attack with DRC, so I'll pass to you. Oh, wait a minute. Do I want to actually play this instead? Sorry, I'm just debating which land I want to play. If I want to start doing Saga things next turn, I'm trying to plan out my next few turns, so I don't really have a great defense against Strangle Rootgeist and your Undying creatures at the moment. So it's what do I think is going to actually give me a plan against it. Saga actually does seem kind of good. So I'm going to do that and then pass to you.
Yeah, I'll take one, go to 17, play Strangle Rootgeist.
Okay.
And I think I'm just going to attack with the Geist for 3. I could all-out attack for 4, but I have a chance of preventing some damage on the backside. 2 away, but you got the fetch land, but you're probably just going to Saga next turn. Yeah, I'm just going to get in for 3.
Okay, I'll go to 13.
Pass the turn.
Thanks for the free point of damage. I would have attacked for 4 for sure. All right, that was a decent draw.
With the Yawgmoth deck, every point of my life total is a card, so...
That's a good point, too. That's a good point. Yeah, and you need 17 cards instead of 16 right now.
I've seen Aaron Barrett's brick on a lot of cards.
Fair. Not against me. Not against me, ever. Okay, so I will just pass to you. Oh, that's that 2.
I will attack for 3.
Take it. 10. So young. Such a wolf.
Play Bird's Paradise.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. Matthias, help me out. I need a construct. Okay. I'm going to untap. Draw. Chapter 3. So I can essentially make 3/3 constructs with whatever I'm getting. What do you have in hand? So DRC is going to be delirious after this, so I'll be starting to get some damage in. And it's just, do I want to play any of these cards in my hand? I don't think it's a huge rush. So yeah, I'm going to get my value here. I'm going to make another one of these. And search?
Yep.
Okay, so I think really my choices are Shadow Sphere or Pithing Needle for Yawgmoth. It's do I want to play around you top decking the card, or do I want to just say YOLO and hope you don't have it? You couldn't have cast it last turn, and otherwise I don't know what would be in your hand besides Yawgmoth. Cord you would have held up and said go for Yawgmoth, so it makes a lot of sense that Yawgmoth is the card. But I still think I'm probably going to get this. Yeah, I'm going to get this.
Okay.
Oops.
Throw your cards around.
I'm going to throw my cards around a little bit. I guess there's one other card it could be as an endurance. That would make sense. So I think all those paths lead to me wanting to Thoughtseize you. Trigger.
Trigger's good.
Don't need another one of those.
Well, I will respond with a Cord for 2.
No! I didn't think you'd do that.
Tapping the Peatland for black with Urborg, so I don't lose a life. I could only Cord for 3 last turn, because I had to play the bird.
Oh, yep. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, bird was a tilting draw.
Yeah.
Just needed a land. So what do I want to get on 2? It's probably just Outland Liberator, to be honest.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it seems better than Scavenging Ooze. I could get Blood Artists, so that if I top deck Yawgmoth, you just die.
I think I die if you top deck Yawgmoth.
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly. So that doesn't seem that relevant. So yeah, let's just get the Outland Liberator.
All right.
You go to 8.
8. I'm officially liberated and I have to attack.
I will go to 14.
Okay. I'll pass to you.
It is now day.
It is indeed day. Oh, I don't think we have a day counter.
No, we're not.
It's those Commander versus players that have been causing chaos.
Shakes Misfits guy.
You got 4 in hand over there?
I got 4.
How do you always have so many cards in your hand?
Because I'm playing Jund.
Okay.
I haven't been casting any spells. I've only cast 2 spells. I cast a Bobble too, I guess. No, I put that in my graveyard. I've only cast 2 Thoughtseize and a DRC.
Sack Nurturing Peatland.
Okay, I thought you were trolling me there. I was like, that's a Yawgmoth.
Well, that's awkward.
Okay.
I will attack you for 3.
I will block.
So they trade. This
Yep.
comes back.
Yep.
And I will pass the turn. We'll go to night.
Okay. I'll play a land. I will cast a him or a Turok.
Sure.
No kicker. Then I'll Thoughtseize you. Trigger.
Just gonna put you to 6.
Got all my Thoughtseizes. Oops, I probably should have sacked my Bloodstained Mire first.
Mire's still a swamp anyway.
That's a good point. Oh yeah. Sorry. Forgot about that. That's not a bad card. All right. I think I'll keep that one.
Getting a little punished. I really didn't want to tap out and lose this to a removal spell. So I didn't cast this messenger.
Okay, so I'll go to 6.
Yep.
That's also not good for me. Then I will attack for 3 because I'm forced to.
That'll put me to 11.
Yep. And I'll pass to you.
And we're going to go back to day.
Back today. I do not want it to be night on your turn. That's a scary proposition.
So
Where's my EEs?
this would be 4 3s. You'd have to double block and trade. That's fine by me. Yeah, attack for 4. Neither of them single blocks it well.
Yeah, my double block isn't great, but it at least forces you to sack the Liberator. Yeah, I'll double block.
Sure.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
4 damage. Oh, unholy heat.
You have.
I'll surveil and I'll keep it there.
Um,
I was trying to bait Ross into doing that because I'd much rather have Shadow Sphere than a construct.
I of course drew a land, and I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I'll equip.
Sure.
Declare.
Just trying to think about what I need to draw.
And the answer is always Yawgmoth.
Yeah, actual Yawgmoth would be pretty good. And then the question is, do I want to chump block with a bird to protect my life total so I get more draws after the Yawgmoth? The awkward thing is if I block with bird, then I'm forced to kill a Shadow Spear, otherwise the block doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I was going to say, take 3.
And that leaves me with 6 total mana for Court of Calling between Convoke and Lands, which is 1 short, which makes me want to leave the bird around for 1 more turn. So I think I'm just going to blow up the Shadow Spear.
Yay, because I couldn't cast 2 spells this turn, so I at least wanted to get that value. Now, I don't really have an option besides buying Lurrus. I don't know why there's a treasure there, but yeah, you go to 8 and I'll pass to you. Did you continue to keep drawing like complete trash?
You have 2 in hand?
Yep. 1 kitty cat.
Wait, what are life totals?
I'm at 6 and you're at 8.
Yep. I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
Torok should have a +1 counter, right?
Oh.
When did I discard something at some point?
I don't think you
the
did.
Thoughtseize on the Messenger?
I don't think it was around at that time. Maybe it's been around for quite a while because I thought seized you.
Cast 2 spells to change the night to day, right?
Yeah, I think you cast Torok and then Thoughtseize me, right?
Oh, I definitely did at some point, but I think that was when you courted for 2. Yeah, that was when you courted for 2. So, but
then later
that was, then I must have been. Yeah, because I hit that messenger afterwards.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now you're dead. Okay. So I have 2 targets for Lurrus, either Shadow Sphere or Bauble. I need a land if I want to play Shadow Sphere and equip. Can I beat Yawgmoth even if I were to have interaction next turn? I'm still thinking probably not. Ugh. All right, I'm going to play a Saga. And I'm going to play Lurrus.
Yep.
And I still haven't decided if I want to bubble or Shadow Sphere. I guess Shadow Sphere is pretty close to lethal. Yeah, I think Shadow Sphere is lethal if I do it this turn. All right. I'm going to play Shadow Sphere. Trigger.
Yep.
I'll keep that one. And then I'm going to attempt to equip Torok.
So that's going to make Turok a
4/3.
4/3.
Yep.
That's fine.
All right, I'll declare.
Block here.
Okay. No. No. No! I'm dead, right?
Cord for I mean, you're not deterministically dead.
Really?
I don't think so. So I'll get a Yawgmoth.
Okay.
I think my plan here is to just kill the Turok with the 2 Young Wolves and the bird. Draw 3 cards. And then figure it out from there.
Okay.
And that's what seems most reasonable to me. Protects my life total the best.
Yeah, I think I'm dead. I got a little punished with my play. I don't know how much it would have mattered, but probably would have mattered some if I just went bobble. Would have only attacked with the channeler then, but whatever. All right, let's see it.
Yeah, so put a counter on it. I go to 5.
Okay.
Put a counter on it, go to 4.
Okay. One more to kill it.
3.
Okay.
Um,
And then it's your go, and I feel sad with my unholy heat in hand.
Yeah, I can just play these, kill your blockers, and kill you.
You can kill my blockers.
Huh? I'm at.
You're at 3.
Or I'm at. No, I'm at. I'm at.
You're at 3.
No, I'm at 5.
You're
Right?
at 3 now. You just went. Well, that's what you said at least.
Yeah,
Maybe...
I said 3, but I was looking at the wrong side.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
at 5.
Okay. That's what I had
you're
for
at
life
6.
totals too. Yeah, I think you only needed to be at 3 anyways. You just put counters here and proliferate, right?
Yeah, if I have the mana to do that.
Yeah. Okay, GG.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this really got me out of it. I think it, of course, would have been better, but I probably would have been gotten out of that with an unholy heat.
Yeah, because you could break it up before I do too much damage.
Yeah.
You just respond to an undying trigger.
Yep. All right. You finally drew it, but to be fair, I can't really be mad about that one. You bricked like 10 key draw steps before that, so I'll live with that one, especially when you have 8 Yawgmoths.
Yeah.
All right. So going to game 3. Rob, you got any questions for us? This has been a grind.
Yeah.
No, just a lot of back and forth about how whether or not you missed the trigger and shouldn't have known or whatever.
Oh, okay. Sure. So normal chat stuff.
This is the pinnacle of competitive play for Magic the Gathering. So
Yeah,
we
that's
do have
true.
to hold ourselves to a certain standard.
That's true, and so does Twitch chat. They hold us to the highest of standards, It's, yeah, that makes sense. We'll be better. I mean, maybe? We're kind of already at the peak, so I don't know how much better we can get, but we'll try not to...
We can always raise the ceiling.
We'll try not to get any
Push the envelope.
closer to the rest of the pack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got to maintain
Yeah.
our sizable advantage over
Yeah, we'll keep
everyone
trying
else.
to reach Crokies. How about that?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go first. All right, so let's see what we got. Boink. Well, I think this hand does things. If they're good things, it's to be determined, but I'm going to try it.
And this hand does things.
All right, let's see what those things are.
Well, my guess is the young wolf is going away.
Yeah, I can't take Yogg, so yeah, get that young wolf out of here. It's too young. Okay, pass to you.
Let's save ourselves some damage here and just get a basic
Let's
forest.
save ourselves some damage by dealing ourselves some damage.
So basic forest, and then I will play bird.
Pretty. Okay, I will get a counter here and kill this.
Three cards in hand.
3 cards.
Peatland, ignoble, pass the turn.
Okay. Okay, chapter 2. This is not an ideal draw. I'll say that. I'll play Urza Saga, and I'll pass to you.
That's an interesting one. I guess, yeah, that's a little awkward.
Awkward. Would you like to attack?
No.
Oh. Coward.
You have 3 in hand?
3 in hand. All cards. Admittedly, I didn't want this to be my 3rd land. That I will say. I'll give you that leak of information.
Okay, I'm going to play Twilight Mire and cast Grist.
Christy?
And I will make an insect. I mill a card.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'll make a construct.
Yep.
Untap. Draw. If I don't make a construct now, I will not be able to make another one, so I feel like I'm pretty locked into doing that right now, which makes me sad. Yeah, all right. Let's make a construct. And search.
Yep.
Think it's either Bauble or Pithing Needle. Pithing Needle isn't insane right now by any means. Like, I could shut down Grist instead of trying to shut down Yawgmoth. Let me just do a quick read. Sack creature when you do destroy a creature. So I'm going to force you to block already or lose Grist anyways. So you're not going to have like a lot of spare creatures to throw. You could throw Ignoble Hierarch and kill one, which is not bad. Oh, if I had a land, this would be so good. But I do not. So... all right, I will get the Pithing Needle and name Yawgmoth. No.
What do you got for me, Corey?
I have a decision to make, and it will be a Pithing Needle naming Yawgmoth, of course. That card. The full word. Don't rules lawyer me, bro. Okay. So, I have that. I also have a Bauble. And I'll attack Grist.
Jump.
Okay. And I will pass to you.
Misty Rainforest.
Okay. Yes. It's been a good match.
Agreed. Let's make another insect.
Okay. Brad's back.
Crack this fetch. Go to 18.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And pass the turn.
Ah, no plays, huh? Bummer. Jerk. All right. End step, I'll bobble you. Then I'll untap. Show me a card that's going to be corded away. Perfect, perfect. All right, so draw, bobble.
Draw for turn.
Draw for my turn, chapter 3. Float a mana?
Yep. Bet you wish you had a Springleaf Drum.
Wish I had a lot of things right now. All right, so I get a bobble. Then I'm going to use that mana. Use that mana to equip Shadow Sphere. Then I'm going to attack Grist and you.
Okay, I will block the construct attacking Grist.
Okay.
I will cast Chord for 2.
Okay. Have a feeling I know what you're going to get.
I will find Outland Liberator.
You're liberated.
And before damage, I will take a point and destroy the Pith Needle. Puts me to 17. So I should let my Grist live at 1. I'll take some damage.
This is dead. And for 4. That was a good play. I hated it. Okay, that happens.
So Grist goes to 1, you gain 5, I take 4.
Correct.
You're at 25, I'm at 13.
Okay. And well, maybe not the best plays by me. I will Unholy Heat and I'll pass to you.
Oh, you're still in pretty good shape.
Yeah, that was good shit. I thought I was going to be able to blow you out a little bit better. I guess I could have attacked both constructs at Grist. Maybe that was just a little too aggressive. I just didn't want to see, like, Young Wolf or something there.
Take 1, go to 12.
Okay.
Yeah, the Young Wolf that you took out of my opening hand would have been very nice.
Yeah. You're at 12, okay.
I wonder if there was a turn where I was supposed to use the Ignoble to kill a construct, but it would just leave me so resourceless.
That's what I was thinking you were going to do, or that you were going to fetch for a Dryad Arbiter and kill a construct.
I forget the Dryad Arbor exists.
Yeah, that's the one place when I was trying to took a run that I was tanking so bad. That's what I thought you were going to do, and I didn't really have a good answer for.
I will play Yawgmoth.
Okay.
I will pass the turn.
Draw. I'm going to play a land. And I have a 4/4 and a 5/5. I will attack with...
Did your mic turn on?
Battery's dead, it looks like.
It's still blinking a little bit.
Looked like it was blinking red.
It looks right on my end for some reason.
Yeah, it's blinking red. Ross is colorblind. Okay, I'll attack.
So definitely want to block the non-trampler. I'm going to float a mana.
Okay.
We'll make it a black, I guess, and sack to put a counter here.
Okay.
So I lose a lot. So I'm going to take 5 total.
Because you lose a life. Yep.
I'm going to end at 7. You're going to end at 29.
Yeah.
But we'll. I might sack this too. I'm just thinking.
Okay. Yeah, because you draw before we take damage.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Kind of shortcutting here.
Yeah, I think I need to just find the right card, so I will use the mana to pop the Peatland.
Okay. So yeah, you took the damage. You're at 7. I'm at 29.
Yep.
Then I'm going to play Dothy Voidwalker.
That's not good.
Yeah, help out the situation a little bit. And I'm going to keep this bobble around because it's making my creatures large, and I'll pass to you. This will be our only match on Versus Live today, everyone, by the way.
I'll be honest, I didn't even realize what time it was.
Yeah, right?
I will play Ignoble Hierarch.
Okay.
Sack, put a counter there.
Exiled.
Yeah. I go to 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess these are minus counters. So.
Oh, yeah. Nah, I prefer this counter. It helps my creature out a little bit more.
Let's pretend I didn't play this because that would have been bad. Instead, we'll play a land that doesn't deal me damage.
Okay. Do we get to make fun of you for making dumb plays, though, first?
Maybe I have to. Maybe I even still have to play this, actually.
Yes.
Just to
now we get to make fun of you a second time?
To double proliferate.
You need 4 black for that. Oh, you have Twilight Members.
Yeah,
okay.
So if I do that, this will... Problem is that'll still be a 4/4. That's my big issue right now. But
I might sack the bobble.
Hold on. I gotta think. God.
Yeah, this is a great match. No point in rushing this one. This is we both played pretty well, and this has been close ones.
Yawgmoth is not a green creature.
That is a fact. If that's what your big takeaway from this match is, that Yawgmoth is indeed not a green creature.
No, I figured out how I have to play this turn, and it's a little bit different.
Okay.
So I have to play Ignoble Hierarch. I drew this. I have to...
You're going back on your draw step? From that. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
Well,
you just played this.
No, I'm tapping it for Convoke.
Oh, okay.
I have to then chord for 0.
For a Dryad Arbiter?
Yes. For Dryad Arbor.
Gas. Okay.
Then I have to sack both of these, so I'm going to end at 5 to put counters on the Voidwalker and the other construct.
Okay.
Then play this Nurturing... Well, we'll see if I draw a better land.
Sure.
But have that at least, and then start proliferating.
Okay.
There we go.
You've done it.
So I'm going to end at 5.
You're going to end up 5. I have counters on these. Yep.
I'll draw 2.
They're both exiled as well.
Yeah. And yeah, I've got to play the Peatland.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap. Drop.
Yep.
I drew a land that I don't know if I actually want to play to help you out. It's Urborg. Okay, so I will...
Oh, baby.
I don't have to play it yet. So then I will... 1, 2, 3, 4, but they have mega... So 3, 3, and this is a 4, 4. Okay, declare attacks.
Yep.
I'll attack with these 2.
Yeah, the Nurturing Peatland being very awkward here. Because once I proliferate, Corey will have a 2/2 and a 3/3. And if I block the 2/2 and take 3, I'll be at 1. I can no longer use Yawgmoth. Or I can block here, but you won't lose a creature that way, and I'll get 1 more activation. But you need 1 to start chaining off with Blood Artist. Though I'm gonna be far away from doing that. I think I would rather conserve my life, so I'm gonna block the Shadow Spirit one, take a point, discard Verdant Catacombs, go to 4. Go to 4.
I'm gonna respond. So this is gonna be a 3/3, right?
Yeah. You're not gonna lose any creatures.
Okay. So I'm gonna respond, and it has trample. So I'm gonna sack this.
You go to 28.
Yeah. I guess I'll get a mountain.
This Yawgmoth deck is something else.
Yeah, it's a tough deck to play. All right, you want to cut?
No, you're good.
Okay, I'm going to K command, deal 2, and have you discard with the proliferate trigger on the stack. So they do not die in that order.
This doesn't even die yet.
Yep, that doesn't die yet, but that will. And then I'll sacrifice this, target Young Wolf. Yeah, I think I want Young Wolf. Maybe I want Ignoble Hierarch. Young Wolf. No, I do just want Ignoble Hierarch, I think.
Okay.
So this is going to be able to be cast.
This will die.
This will die.
Those got counters on them.
Yeah.
Now I still take 4 because of trample. Yawgmoth has 2 damage on it against a 3/3.
2.
So I take 3 from combat. So I go to 1.
Yep. You take
and
3.
You gain 3. Go to 31.
Yep. And second main, I'll play this. And
that was devastating.
Yeah, and then it's, do I want to play Urborg? And I guess now it doesn't. Well, you have Nurturing Peatland, huh? But you're going to have to probably sacrifice that. So I'll play that and pass to you.
And I'm done.
All right.
And does nothing.
That was a great game. That was a great game.
Yeah,
I felt like you should have proliferated during your turn because you gave me a 1/1 or a noble. Maybe it could have came into play if you clawed back in, but I just still haven't even used Lurrus.
Should have just proliferated on my turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I needed a little bit more time there. Just a couple extra points from the Peatland early.
Yep.
I think might have made the difference. I would have been able to play a little bit differently, and still probably would have to block there, so the K command was going to be good. But just small differences.
Small differences, and that's the one reason. Well, we're gonna go to the match here in a second, but that's the one reason that I am not even adjusting my sideboard and stuff for this tournament this weekend too much to fight Yawgmoth, because while it has these insanely good draws, it can still have some awkward draws. That's the thing, is it doesn't have that robust card engine where you never run out of gas like some of the other decks like Rakdos and stuff done. It does have a finite amount of material to use.
Yeah.
Unless you get everything going, then you just win. So it is just a combo deck, but it's also got some aggro elements, which makes it good. So.
And it's just a deck full of Young Wolves with Strangerroot guys.
Exactly, which is either saying something good or bad at the same time. It depends what you're playing against. So we're really behind because that match was incredible. So we are going to head to the second match, and we'll see you in a sec. All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. My name is Corey Baumeister.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And we got Rob in the booth. Say, I missed you so much, boys. Rob?
I missed you so much, boys.
Aww.
Thanks, Rob.
Doesn't that make you feel warm inside?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
I guess the truth is I missed one of you. I have to live with the other one of you.
Oh, that's right. Okay, perfect. I'm the only one missed. You heard it here. Clip that. So, all right, everyone. Rob will be taking.
What I have to live with.
Rob will be taking all your questions, comments, concerns, and zaburns towards Ross in the chat. So make sure to tag at Star City Games, and he will get his favorite one sent over to us. We're playing some Modern. We're checking in. We, haven't played a Modern show in 2 weeks or so. 2 weeks in a show, I think.
And the format keeps changing. We're 6 months into this Modern Horizons 2 metagame, and things are still shifting week in and week out.
Yep, exactly. It's so great. So I don't think, the format is in peril or anything like people have been saying. I think there's cases for Bobble and Lurrus, and I think that's the only case as far as my mind goes for shaking up the format, because it has become even more homogenized now that Grixis Death Shadow is being played a lot. There's a lot of Lurrus Bobbles here at the top. I think the top 2 decks now are Lurrus Bobble decks. Hammer still played Bobble, right?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. But, whatever. Lurrus is kind of the thing that's the common ground in a lot of decks now. But, that is another notch towards Lurrus, is it's a lot of decks. They're very different decks on what you could be playing against, but that's a case we can make for another show. Now, for this round, we just played a grindy one, so we're going to kind of get right into it. I'm going to be playing Boomer Jund, we'll say. It's not quite Boomer because we're not blood braiding. It's like the mix between Boomer Zoomer, playing Liliana the Veil, a card that I don't know how to evaluate it right now. I don't personally think it's that amazing, but it might be good.
If you're the middle of the ground between boomers and zoomers, you're either Gen X or millennial. So can we call it millennial, John?
Yeah, millennial John. I like that. That's good. That's good. I still prefer either going straight boomer or go full zoomer. Give me those blood braids. They put putrid leech in there too. Like, there's some dark confidants in there. You know, really go full force.
Putrid leech is like World War II generation, John.
Yeah, it's like block constructed John, to be honest. But that's how old I am and how long I've been playing John. So what are you gonna be playing?
In the interest of time, I decided to slow it down for this round and play Azorius Control.
Smart.
So we've got a nice classic boomer matchup of John versus Blue Eye Control.
That should be really fast.
Yes.
Yeah, so I say we just get right into it.
We're definitely going to stretch this one to 5 games.
Yeah, exactly. So anybody who is looking to go to the bathroom, you better go now, because you won't have another opportunity for 3.5 hours.
I'll be right back.
Okay, perfect.
I've got some lands and some spells, so I will keep.
Wow, I have cards that cost 3 mana. Holy cow. Are they good cards, though? I need a little bit of help, but I'm on the draw. You know, it wouldn't be a versus live without a little Corey keep here, so I'm in.
Play a Scalding Tarn and pass.
All right. Draw. Oh, yeah, we got it on the first try. Okay. So I got a Bloodstained Mire, and I'll pass to you.
Instead of Crack the Tarn.
Admittedly, I don't know what order I should be, you know, like in Grixis Death Shadow, Bloodstained Mire is your most valuable fetch. So you always save that one for last. I don't know the order of this one, to be fair. I think it kind of just doesn't matter, but
I think you're lightest on green.
Lightest on green. That would make sense. So Bloodstained Mire is probably the ideal one, but you need double black for Liliana. I don't know. It's not worth my brain power today, so.
Okay. I'm a 19. I've got a Rogran Triumph.
Okay. I'm going to fetch this while you do your thing.
Yeah. I'll play a Castle Vantress and pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to try to get a black-red, I think. Yeah. We'll get a Blood Crypt tapped.
19 all. Blistering pace to this game already, really demonstrating the explosive power of these two decks.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna... Oh, wait. No. Fetch the wrong line.
Maybe it was worth your brain power, Corey.
I needed green.
Shouldn't Brad have taught you all this already?
Well, to be fair, I didn't look at my hand very closely. I needed green-red.
You have, like, basic Mountain Wren?
No, I just have Tarmogoyfs and Urza Saga. So I was like, the only thing I couldn't fetch was the was the Blood Crypt. So I'm going to go for this.
Sure.
I'll pass to you. Bang, it's large.
Okay, I will play an island, play Teferi, bounce Tarmogoyf.
Wow. Rude. Okay.
Draw my card and pass the turn.
Okay. I am going to draw chapter 2. That didn't work well for me. So now the question is, do I want to just stay the course? My course is going to be start sagaing you until you do stuff. And I guess I still kind of can do that with Teferi, but
I did something that said, then you stop sagging.
Ooh, the one thing I can't let happen, though, is you could Teferi uptick, say go, I make a saga during my draw step, and then you Supreme Verdict me, and that wouldn't be good for me, so I'm going to lose the value on this. I'm going to take 2, and I got a Ren. Sure. If it resolves, I'll ping this. Past you. Well, Saga, I did not use that very well, but you know what? Here we are.
Yeah, let's play a Strand and crack it. Go to 18.
Okay.
And just get planes, protect my life total. I have a prismatic ending to answer that Ren.
Okay.
And then I'll pass the turn.
All right. I will draw, and I will make a construct this time. I want to get some value out of this, and then sack this.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what we got. Okay. Shadow Sphere. Ooh, that's not very good. Yeah, none of these are very good. Not the best against you. So let's go with the card that can maybe draw some cards. I'm going to get a Soul Guide Lantern and take out your Prismatic Ending, I guess. So now I'm going to play a land. I'm going to play another Saga. And I'm going to attack you for 2.
You made that on your upkeep, right?
What's up?
You made this on your draw or in response to
Touche. I'll play a Saga and say go.
Yeah.
It's so long from when you do stuff with Saga. It's such a time-consuming card.
I will play an island and pass the turn.
Okay.
Doesn't want to draw with Soul Guide Lantern.
Chapter 2. I'll play a land and attack for 2.
16.
All right. And, yeah, pass to you. Counter that.
You got 6 in hand?
Yeah. I got lots of cards.
On your end step, I'm going to cast Solitude.
Solitude. Okay. Target. All right.
Matthias Hunt.
So now the question is, do I care? And I don't think I do. Okay.
So you gain 2.
I'll gain 2, go to 19. I'll pass to you.
Oh,
Yep.
play Flooded Strand. Attack with Solitude.
I'll make a construct.
Yep.
I'll block.
Trade these. I gain 3.
Yep.
19 all.
Yep.
I'll Spreading Seas Heroes of Saga.
Another reason to not play Urza Saga here. Real life applications.
It's nice to be on this side of that.
Oh yeah,
change.
I agree. I just don't ever play Saga.
And I'll buy Kahira.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. I will sack this and get a Blood Crypt. So I'll take 3.
So you're at 16.
Yep. And now I'll draw a card. My artifact plan has gone out the window. Draw. Wow. Draw. I didn't hit a land. And I know you have Kahira, huh? Well, I guess we get this going because I have so many magic cards, Liliana.
Ugh. Yeah.
Makes all the boomers cry. I'll tick up. God, I have so many bad cards. I have so many options. So enchantment, land, artifact. If I want to get delirium, I guess I gotta go like this. Bone Crusher Giant, go.
Instead of Crack Strand, go to 18.
Okay. A prismatic ending is still an answer for this with the triomes in the deck. Some decks even play the Teamer Triome, so you can kill Omnaths. That's probably it. I don't know. They're 4 Yawgmoth, I guess. So they're 4 drops that matter.
I've got a breeding pool in this list.
Breeding
That's
pool,
what I
okay.
normally see. So you can get 1 untapped if you need it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you can hit 4s.
And then you can still get the Triome, which is still your best turn 1
Yeah.
fetch. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, get a Hallowed Fountain. We got 18 to 16.
Yep. I'm glad you don't have a Celestial Colonnade over there.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to Spreading Seas the Blood Crypt.
Okay. I have an island.
And play a Mystic Gate and pass the turn.
All right. I'll take up. Spell Bomb. Now I'm going to play this Tarmogoyf you've known about for a while.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to play this Tarmogoyf, and I'll pass to you.
On your end step, I'll scry 2 with the castle.
Okay. I'm feeling this is something that it's going to be a Supreme Verdict turn, but still would rather do this than just allow you to play a Jace or play a Teferi and bounce and get yourself out of this. And mostly I just want to distract from Liliana. Try to make you answer other stuff.
1 on top, 1 on bottom.
Okay, pass to you.
Do have the Supreme Verdict.
Okay. They're dead.
And you have 3 in hand now?
I have 3, yep.
I will pass the turn.
Okay. On tap, a draw. Is that a good Magic card? Maybe. Okay, I'm going to tick up. Okay. Now I'm going to play a Tarmogoyf.
Yep.
Resolves?
Yeah.
Then I have a Saga, Chapter 1, and I will pass to you.
On your end step, I will cycle Shark Typhoon for 1.
So the Shark is good. Maybe not the draw, though. So I can Kolaghan's Command to get your card and your Shark. And then Liliana's pretty open for business, and you have to top deck something in 2 draws. Or I can... Yeah, I'm going to do that. 2, discard.
That was gross.
Okay. Yep. And the way that works, the Shark ability always has to go on top first, so it resolves first. So you always get the ability, and then you draw the card.
The activation is the cycling. The trigger happens.
Exactly.
So I drew a land off of the
Prismatic
cycle,
ending, huh?
which affords me the mana to Castle Vantress.
No matter what, I'll have to do Tarmogoyf math here, it looks like.
And Scry 2 and still hit Prismatic Ending. So I'm gonna upkeep Scry 2.
You do it. I'm just gonna be prepared for you to hit it. 5. Planeswalker is 6.
Yeah, got a bottom both.
Okay, so this is a 6 at the moment as well.
That was the worst possible.
That K command was going to be nice, I had a feeling.
This is my 8th land. If it was my 9th, I guess... No, here, if I play a land, I only lose 3.
Okay.
So I'll just pass.
Okay. I'll draw Chapter. I'm going to Inquisition you.
I will counterspell that.
Okay. So now I can just tick up Lily if I want. It's you get rid of 1 land versus 3, and I get to keep it around. And then you can actually scry to then look for Prismatic Ending, so you just have to hit it. But it's also the question of, like, if you lose, you lose 3 lands in this scenario, right?
Yeah.
If you lose 3 lands and you're down to 4, which then you have 5, you can still top deck Teferi and kind of wreck me. So yeah, tick up, discard that land. Attack it for 6.
I go to 12.
And pass to you.
That was the best possible.
Oh no!
Memory deluge.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, luckily your best possible is still not that devastating for me. It is, of course, good, but... Yeah, but wow, in your graveyard there, too.
Yeah, I will take those 2, put Fairy Spreading Seas in the graveyard.
Oh my god.
Prismatic Ending your Liliana.
Oh my god.
You're up.
All right, well, punished. I should have known. Make a construct. I will draw.
Make a construct.
I drew worst possible. Son of a... Okay, Mega Construct.
And we're getting a bauble here.
I don't have baubles.
Oh.
I only had one target left in the deck. I'm just making sure I don't have another one. Yep, that was my only target. So wow.
Cast Shadow Spear, attack for 9.
Yeah.
Puts me to 3.
Here go.
Is Supreme Verdict a good one to have here?
Oh my god, those were a sequence of very, very horrible events that just happened to me.
His planes and pass the turn. He's at 16, I'm at 3.
No, I didn't
he didn't have enough mana to equip.
Didn't even have enough mana to equip it. If it was still in my deck, I could have equipped it and got some extra damage in, but...
Also, the cards from Dailies go at the bottom of your library in the graveyard.
Yeah, you cheater.
Oh. Well, you're the one who said graveyard. You confused me.
No, I didn't. No one said graveyard.
You literally did.
I didn't say graveyard.
I don't recall saying good luck. Pass the turn.
Wow. What are you at?
I'm at 3.
Oh. Go.
Scry 2.
Okay.
Keep 1. Draw it.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
So tilting. I will dash Ragavan.
Sure.
Equip.
Respond to the equip with Solitude. Exile Ragavan. So you gain 2 to 18?
Yep, past you.
Okay. It was Ragavan, not a bolt that Corey potentially drew. That's... Ooh, baby. Attack you for 3.
It was Bone Crusher Giant, of course. Yeah,
so
I'll take it.
You go to 15, I go to 6.
Yep.
I will play Teferi. Oh, plus.
We're going to head to sideboarding, and we'll be right back.
Good.
We're going to have a lot of fun, and no one's going to get punished for their decisions. See you there. All right, everybody. Welcome back to Versus Live, where I'm still mentally recovering from such a devastating game there, but I'm going to try to get it together here. We got 1 Pirate Spellbind coming out, 2 Fatal Push. Fatal Push is the only card that's basically completely unplayable in this matchup. I'm going to take out the 1 Shadow Sphere.
Got you a Celestial Colonnade now.
Yeah, probably. I'm going to take out the 1 Shadow Sphere as well as 1 of the Assassin's Trophy. I have to leave in 1. It is just not really a good card, but we're going to bring in Boil. That's our only really good card. Spell Bombs to make sure I have enough Urza's Saga's targets. And then Endurance just as a flash threat, something I can kind of surprise you with. This is really here for the keyword flash. I just want something to be able to do during your turn when it's a very clear, I have a counter spell type of turn, and then I just say go, get a threat into play, and, cleaning up your graveyard if you have Memory Deluge or something could be okay.
Yeah. My side, I am bringing in the 1 Celestial Purge to help against Liliana, which is probably Corey's best card in the matchup. Shark Typhoon also helps there. And Rest in Peace, very good against Ren and Tarmogoyf. So even without DRC and Luris in this version, I still think it's worth bringing in. Cutting my Chalices because you're not a Luris deck, so your curve is much wider, and so Chalice doesn't shut down as much. And then trimming a couple Teferis. Teferi can be good. It just sort of depends on exactly how it's timed, but it's not super reliable, so trimming them is fine.
Yeah, that surprises me. I think that's the best card in this matchup.
Corey's giving me mixed signals here.
No, I really do. Maybe I was just not listening too well when we were talking about it. But yeah, Teferi against Boomer Jund is just so good. Especially when you're on the play. When you're on the play, it's your best card. Because I go 2-drop, Teferi bounce it. That sequence
you
is
get
just
to play
so
Liliana.
good. But yeah,
that's my big issue.
But you have Prismatic Ending and Purge now to be able to recover. Doesn't seem awful, but Liliana, of course, was game-changing that game. Just maybe I should have ultimated it while I had the chance. I honestly don't think I would have been that much further ahead if I ultimated. you know, I would have been in a better shape, but not completely devastatingly better. You still memory deluge for Supreme Verdict and then get me, you know?
Yeah.
It was still going to be pretty rough. All right, so I'll go first.
Was there a way you could have set my lands up where I didn't have double white? I don't think so. I think I had 4 whites
probably not. Yeah, I think this hand, even on the draw, would be unplayable. If this was a mountain, maybe I keep, but yeah, I can't keep that one.
I'm gonna Corey keep this hand.
All right.
I'm supposed to trim a couple counter spells. I could see doing that.
I can see doing that as
matchup,
well.
you still have Archmage's Charm.
Yeah, I haven't played Blue White Control in so long. I'm really not sure what they cut.
Real quick, we did have a question.
Yeah, what do we got
earlier? Ross, how do you think Belcher is adapting? Do you think that's kind of still a player? Still something you can look at?
I think Belcher is a good deck. I think it's gotten worse with decks like Shadow and the lean mid-range decks are generally pretty good. Against you, though, I did beat up Is It With It when we played it on Versus a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So I think that's a good matchup. I think it's
counter spells are a lot easier to beat than discard spells.
Hand disruption. Yeah, I think Shadow has a good matchup against it. And I don't know its Hammer matchup. Hammer probably is bad too. That's the only thing that would scare me about Belcher, as those are the 2 most popular decks right now. But I'm not sure if that's 100% true.
You get to sideboard a bunch of Furies against Hammer.
That's true.
Definitely helps.
That's true. Yeah, Belcher's just a good deck.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep. I bottomed a bad Magic card. And I will take 2.
You're at 18.
And I will Thought Seize you. So I'll go to 16.
I will show you a very mediocre hand.
Okay. I will take Solitude. And I will pass to you.
But I told you I was going to get you with Celestial Colonnade.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'll Inquisition away that Rest in Peace.
Well, you can't take the Shark Typhoons.
Dang it. And I'll play this land tapped, and I'll pass to you.
I'll play a Flood Strand and pass.
Okay. I'll play Bloodstained Mire and a Goyf, and I'll pass to you.
You were going to have land put in, so I don't have to worry about mine. I'll go to 19.
Okay.
Get my Rogran Triome.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a large one.
But is he in charge?
Nah.
Oh, everybody knows Charles.
Only Charles. Yeah, I was going to say, only Charles is in charge here.
You got 2 in hand?
2 in hand.
That's not very many.
Yeah, I wish I had Aluris to at least do something with my mana next turn. 16 to 19.
Hope I draw Teferi here. That'd be pretty good.
Yep. Teferi would be absolutely your best card right now. Probably shouldn't have sided him out, man. Don't worry, still had it. Bang.
Yeah. I will play a Mystic Gate and pass the turn.
All right, I'll crack this to 15. Should probably get black, red. Boink. Untap. Draw. I'll attack.
I'll go to 15.
Okay. And I'll play this land tapped, and I'll pass to you.
End step, I'll draw 2 with Archmage's Charm.
Okay.
Go to my turn.
Okay.
Play a Plains and pass.
This might be the first time you've ever won a match with blue-eye control.
We're not there yet.
Yeah. I will cast Ren 6.
I will counterspell that.
It's been countered. That cranks it up a notch. Bang.
I think it cranks it up all the way to 6. Right? We didn't have instant before. So
yep.
Instant land, sorcery, creature.
The charm put it to 6
planeswalker.
anyways, but yeah, I agree. But you cast that at your end step.
So I will go to 9.
Okay. And I'll play land and pass.
I'll play an island and pass.
Bang.
4 blocks, make a 1/1 shark.
Okay. Before damage, I'll unholy heat that. I'll do it before you draw too, just in case.
Sure.
Yeah.
I drew this.
Okay.
You have 1 card in hand?
Yeah. Could have just did it for 3, and I couldn't have unholy heated it, noob. Counter it. Is this counter spell worth 6 life?
I think it is.
I think so too. Yep.
Jump.
Go.
I'm at 9.
Yep. I have a Saga, a Tarmogoyf, and a Dream. Get in there for 4.
How do I want to play this?
Get in there for 4. Hardcast Shark Typhoon. Do something cool. Or just die. That'd be cool.
Ugh, that Urza Saga is very annoying.
Yeah. Uncounterable threats are usually pretty good against blue-white. That is really one of the things that was, early on, the best things against the control deck, because there was a lot of fair control decks. Now, Spreading Seas has kind of evened the playing field a little bit. But.
I think I've got to draw 2.
Okay. Who?
Okay, that was not bad.
Okay.
Play a Flooded Strand.
Not bad means it's going to answer some threats. That answers one of them.
Where's the 0/1 side of the Tarmo die?
Yeah.
And then I'll pass the turn.
All right. You're a Tarma jerk. All right. I'll attack.
Take 0.
Okay. I don't think there's a reason to hold lands, so I'll pass to you.
End step, Crack Strand, go to 8.
Yep.
Um,
And now you just got me on lock with the Colonnade. I'm in bad shape.
let's just get the Breeding Pool.
I think my only Saga targets might also be Nile Spellbombs, which also do nothing. So I think I'm really in trouble. This card sucks.
Playing it without Bobble seems weird.
Yeah. At least 1 or 2, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to go crazy.
Okay. Draw.
Yep.
Play a Flooded Strand and pass the turn.
I got one of those.
Yep.
Draw. Oh my god. We'll play those. Search.
Did you draw the Shadow Spear again?
Pretty close. It's just about as bad. Okay, I do have a Soul Guide Lantern at least. I can draw a card. That's not bad. My other 2 hits are spell bombs, so okay, I'll choose nothing with that lantern. Can't attack because of Colonnade, so I guess I will sacrifice this to draw a card. And that would have been an amazing draw if it were not for Rest in Peace. So I will cast Raven's Crime.
I will draw 2 in response.
Okay.
And discard Spreading Seas.
Okay, take 0, attack for 3, or attack for 2.
Yep. Go to 6.
Past you.
No reason to crack that. Play Castle Vantress, play Supreme Verdict.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
Okay. Well, no, I guess that's not great now. Tarmogoyf.
That resolves.
Liliana.
Do I want to lose a card to save this? Doesn't seem worth it, so I'll just counter. Well, I guess I could just attack with the Colonnade.
Yeah, you still lose a card, but yeah, you can call it.
Yeah, so I'll just let that resolve.
Discard.
And I'll discard Purge so I can save this counter spell.
Okay, your go.
Yep. That seems better. Activate Colonnade, attack.
Urza Saga is my best draw. Huh. Go.
End step, sack, go to 5.
Yeah, I'll save time. I'm dead.
Yeah, I've got another Archmage's Storm draw too. I got Verdict to cover thing.
Yeah, that did not feel good from the Jund side at all. Woo!
Yeah, that particular build of Jund seems like it's not quite as efficient, and you're not able to get underneath the control deck as well because you don't have all the cheap red threats and things like that. Yeah. But you also just don't have like a super over the top. You know, we saw Liliana almost win game 1, but it's not that hard to answer when you have 4 prismatic endings, and you know sometimes attacking with creatures too. Like if you play Tarmogoyf into Liliana, and I could potentially like Solitude later and get an attack in. I
think the best way to describe this deck is it's just a thing of the past. Like this style of deck that just wins off removal, wins by, just top decking resources and stuff just isn't good. You need to be playing a deck that never runs out of resources, and that usually includes Lurrus, and in whatever kind of this style of deck you're playing. You still run out sometimes, but it's that extra push. If you have Lurrus, couple K commands and stuff, it's pretty clear that you're not going to run out of things. Crocs, all that stuff. Or, blue-white control never runs out of cards. I don't know. I just think it's not that good of a deck is what I'm talking about. It's kind of a thing of the past.
And I think, without Bauble, your Urza Sagas were worse. You just didn't have as much going on with them.
And they're supposed to be good in this matchup. Against control decks. They should be good.
But they're not good enough to carry the rest of the deck. I think losing the real explosive power of Ragavan and DRC is, or I guess you do still have Ragavans, you just didn't see them.
Yeah.
But like Ragavan plus DRC, like having 8 of them, so that, and even with Shadow now you have 12 1-mana threats. You're just able to get underneath the control deck so much more easily.
Yeah.
Force me to start pitching to evoke Solitude rather than casting it for 5 mana. That's the kind of spot that you want to be in, because then I'm down enough on resources that your discard and your Urza Sagas can really punish me later on.
Yeah.
But that does never really happen in these matches.
Totally agree. But anyways, we're a little bit far behind schedule here. For the last match, I got a spicy one. I'm playing a Yorion deck, but also a Humans deck. I saw this in the challenge. It is complete madness, and it's probably bad, but I'm excited to try it.
I also have a spicy one because it has 4 copies of Chandra Dress to Kill and Obosh as a companion.
Oh, yeah, I've seen some of this. So we got our spiciest ones coming for last, and we have a match for the marbles. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in 5 minutes.
Hello and welcome back to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Yorion Baumeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth. Say what's up, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. It is our final match here. We are playing for the marbles, and as is typical, we have saved the spiciest decks for last. I am playing mono red mid-range or mono red Obosh. Sort of a deck that pops up every now and then. It used to be much more of a prowess deck. Yeah. And now it's just kind of morphed into a real true mid-range deck.
Yeah.
With the Ragavan and Seasoned Pyromancer and the Oboshes and a lot of like weird choices for removal because of just the way the deck is built. But
I think they're a little bit odd choices. I don't think they're that weird of choices, but
they're good though.
Okay.
And it's a deck that when you look at it, you kind of think that it's a deck that's going to be more aggressive than it is, but it actually just generates so much card advantage over the course of the game. It's almost really showcases the power of Seasoned Pyromancer. Then it has really powerful cards like Blood Moon, but in matchups where they're bad, you can pitch them away and turn them into good cards. And Bone Crusher Giant generating card advantage is just a 2-for-1. It's that kind of deck that just pieces together a really powerful attrition game with cards that you wouldn't really expect to be able to do that. So a really cool deck, and one that should play some really interesting games against what you're playing, which is complete nonsense.
Complete nonsense. I'm playing a Yorion deck. This deck top 8 at a challenge too, and I was like, wow. It does not look great to me, but it looked so sweet I had to try it. It is a 5-color human deck. We throw some Ragavans in there too. A bunch of random creatures that also are not humans. A Vile deck that's also 80 cards. Like, it's also an Imperial Recruiter deck, so you can search for a toolbox of a bunch of different things.
Blink your Imperial Recruiters with your Yorion.
Exactly. It's complete and utter nonsense, and it should be fun and chaotic at the same time.
Yeah, so I'm expecting grindy games here, and really interesting on the board kind of battlefield-centric games. It should be pretty cool.
Well, you're dead. I'll keep.
Yes. Yeah, I will keep.
All right.
And you're on the play.
Oh, I'm on the play? Oh, my God. Even better. Boom. Your go.
Den of the Bugbear. You're up.
Okay. 1. So you didn't have a 1-drop. You probably don't have a 2-drop. Let's see here. It's a weird kind of sequence that I want to do. I guess it still doesn't matter that much. Okay, I'm going to play a land. And... Alright. I'm going to crack this.
I assume we're going to 17.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Unless you're getting basic island.
I don't even know what kind of lands are in this deck. Okay, so we do have Sacred Foundry. And Steam Vents. So I guess I'll get a Steam Vents. That seems to be good. Okay. Steam Vents, I'll take 3. And then I'll play Thalia.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Do I want to play, or do I want to do it in a different order? Yeah, all right. This is what I was debating the whole time. I'm going to do this first and then play Thalia. This gives you the opportunity to use a 1-mana removal spell, but I guess I'd rather you use a 1-mana removal spell on this than this, is my thought. But who knows? Maybe this is wrong. If you got nothing, then your go. I want to go for the higher upside if I can.
Yeah, I am going to take the opportunity to kill the champion of the parish.
Okay, past you.
With an unholy heat.
That was with this on the stack, everyone. Kind of shortcutted there.
Yep. I will then play Shinka and bolt the Thalia.
Rude.
And pass the turn.
Okay. Upkeep, trigger on the stack. I'm going to flash this in.
Yep.
Tick up. I'll name humans, and I'll play a recruiter. What I'm going to get, no one knows, including myself. So I could just get another recruiter. That seems kind of cool, and that's probably what I should do. It goes to my hand, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. With power 2 or less. Okay, yeah. This also has power 2 or less, right? Adeline?
Well,
I think technically it's a 0/4 until it hits the battlefield.
No, they changed the way those things work. But you only have 2 creatures, so it would be a 2/4.
But I'm saying when I have another creature, would it? Because, that's probably going to come up.
Stars used to be 0s in all zones other than the battlefield, and now I think they are whatever they would be. But in this case, Adeline would be a 2. But I'm not entirely sure on that. I'm sure chat will tell us, though.
Yeah, what do you think, Rob?
I mean, I just assumed it was a 0/4 until Ross brought that up, and now I don't know.
I thought that rule had changed recently.
Yeah, I would as
That's
well.
That's definitely how it worked for a long time.
I'm going to get another recruiter, and I'll pass to you. Chat, enlighten us, because we don't know. We're stupid. Not Rob, just me and Ross.
Well, that's interesting.
So far, somebody's like, I have no idea, and then 3 people are saying Ross is correct.
Cool. I know when you are playing, like, on Arena or whatever, it does show the power, and then it updates as you play more creatures and stuff like that, so I could buy it. You're going to kill my creatures anyways, though. Let's get real. Yeah, probably doesn't come up with Imperial Recruiter that often. Biobosh, is that what you're gonna do?
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, the real question is, who are you gonna call?
I think I am going to try to set up this into this for the next 2 turns.
Okay.
So I think that's my turns 4 and 5.
Okay.
And then I can literally the rest of my hand is a third land and 3 3-drops, and I don't know which one to play.
Okay. You want to Blood Moon me? I just got red cards, so that's probably not ideal.
God, I actually kind of don't like these cards. Maybe I should just make a battlefield. I'm going to crack, go to 19.
Okay.
Get a mountain.
Okay. And I'm at 17, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to play Seasoned Pyromancer.
Okay.
I'm going to discard Bonecrusher Giant and Chandra Dress to kill.
Okay. Get some hideous tokens.
Get some tokens and pass the turn.
All right. Missed your draw step. Sorry. Okay. I am going to play a land. Gonna cast Recruiter.
Yep.
I'm gonna go get another Recruiter. I'm gonna put a counter here. Okay, and then I'm going to attack with Champion.
I will take 3, go to 16.
And we'll have you take 4. I'm gonna Recruiter
Go to 15.
for, you guessed it, a Recruiter. And yeah, I'll pass to you. I'm waiting for this Yorian Blink. It's gonna be glorious.
Okay. Well, it's going to be a while because I'm about to blast zone these 1-drops away.
Oh, that's not cool. Okay. I regret everything. Okay. They are dead.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. End step, I'll crack this.
You go to 16, I'm at 15.
Yep. Let's get... Yeah, that was pretty punishing. Maybe that was stupid of me. I was like, oh, the long game here. I don't think you have many sweepers, but I guess Blast Zone gets me.
Yeah, you got a plan. I can respect it.
Okay. That had to have been the worst draw in my deck.
I'll play a Recruiter.
I'm going to buy Yorian.
Okay.
Pass to you.
Now I'll Blood Moon you.
That's what I figured. Yep. Love it.
And pass the turn.
Okay. Things are not going well. I will name nothing because it's a mountain.
I will play an Imperial Recruiter.
Whoa, you don't know. Okay, I'll play Imperial Recruiter. All right, what do I got for red, white? It's probably my best card. I could get Thalia's Lieutenant. That's pretty spice. That gives me a plan. Is it a good plan? Perhaps. You're missing land route, so it's pretty clear you got stuff to do. I'm unfortunately out of Imperial Recruiters, so I will not be getting another one of those. Could get Esper Sentinel, I could get Ragavan, I could get Thalia. It's basically between these two for me. Welcoming Vampire seems kind of sweet. You know, just draw a card every time I play creatures, but I'm not going to be able to play that many. So, yeah, we're going to just get aggro. Do this, put some counters on things, and I'll attack.
I will make some trades.
Okay.
Double block 1, block the other with Pyromancer.
Yep.
Take 4.
Yep. No, only 2, right? I played this
yeah.
turn, yep.
So I'll go to 13.
Yep, pass to you.
Okay, well, got a little punished there.
Not the best, but not the worst.
3 in hand.
3 in hand. One's a Yorion. That'll never cast.
Let's play a land.
Okay.
Buy Obosh. Pitch it to Fury.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I could have gotten all three recruiters last turn, but I wanted to get all 4.
Greedy.
Lieutenant. I am going to kill 2 Imperial recruiters.
Okay, they're dead.
And pass the turn.
All right. Draw. That was interesting.
And now we play the game of how many castable spells are left in Corey's deck.
Well, that was an interesting draw. How's the best way to do this? Okay, I think it's this. So I'm going to start with a Magus of the Moon trigger.
Sure.
I'll attack.
I'll bolt this.
Dang it. Okay. I had a sweet play. But instead, I'll play this and scry to top bottom. Pass to you.
Play a mountain. Play a Chandra. Plus it for a red to deal you 1. Play Seasoned Pyromancer. Draw 2.
Okay.
So you're at 15. And I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Bang. Bang.
That is quite good.
Yeah. Now it's just what You're at 13?
Yes.
So I don't think I can give you Chandra. If I can help it. All right, I'll attack Chandra.
I will chump.
Okay. Now it's at 1. You can add a mana, or you can exile and play a random thing, huh? All right. Well, I guess I have to bolt it. Past you.
I'll play 2 DRCs.
Okay.
I will play a Pyrite Spellbomb and
Okay.
Surveil. I guess that's good.
They are delirium,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave that on top.
Okay.
And I'm just going to kill the lieutenant now.
Okay. All right. Need a good draw. I'll pass to you.
Attack for 6.
Take it.
You're at 9.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn.
I'll attack for 6.
I'll chump them both.
Okay. Play land and I'll pass to you.
Attack for 6.
Sure.
You're at 3.
Yeah.
Go.
I'll attack.
I'll chump them both.
Yeah, I'm dead. What a silly game. What a silly
I
game.
was hoping you would draw better, so this floral bolt would be a lot more dramatic.
Yeah, lightning bolt is pretty good. All right, well, that was just as much nonsense as we would expect. I'm sure I got plenty of cards to take out of my sideboard, and we'll be right back, and we'll see what our changes are. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody, welcome back to sideboarding here on Versus Live between nonsense and nonsense. From my end, I'm taking out lightning bolts. You know, it was kind of my only way to win there at the end, but doesn't mean games are going to go that way. I don't even know why lightning bolt's in this deck, to be honest.
Sometimes you got to bolt some stuff.
Sometimes you got to bolt some stuff. Then we're taking out Magus of the Moon, Hermit, and Reflector Mage, kind of bad one-ofs. Sanctifier Invec has checked notes. Protection from red against the mono red deck, so that's pretty good. Kira is annoying for you, and then Deputy deals with Blood Moon. Same with Wear Tear.
And on my side, it was a question of how many engineered explosives I wanted to bring in. Normally, this is one of the best cards in all of Modern against humans decks.
Yep.
But in my deck, it's very difficult for me to cast EE for X equals more than 1. You can do it by getting treasures with Rogavan, but it's hard to connect with Rogavan in this matchup, especially if I'm going to be on the draw. But I do want to have more potential outs to Sanctifier and Vec. I just had the 2 Pirate Spellbombs. So I'm going to bring in 2 Engineered Explosives see how that works. I'm going to trim one Chandra on the draw, just too hard for Corey to build up a battlefield, get ahead, and attack it down. And trim one Blood Moon for the same reasons. Blood Moon, we saw be great there in game 1. It is often very good against humans, but it is also often not good enough because you're too far behind on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So,
and it would have been completely unplayable if you didn't have Blast Zone paired with it to deal with my Vial.
Exactly. So, need to prepare for those kinds of games as well and not overload on those cards, just hoping to get the scenarios where they're good.
I probably should have just Imperial Recruited right away for just Adeline and just went to town, that was probably my big mistake of that game. I just thought I was in for a long game of Imperial Recruiter and eventually blink it and just completely destroy you that way. Didn't work that way. Should have went with the busted creature. It's crazy that Adeline is just probably the best human in this deck in Modern now. That card is incredible.
It is awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be going first. Hopefully drawing just as good. My hand was good last time. It was actually pretty incredible. I just did not follow through. And this hand is just as good. I'm in.
Well, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But my hand is good. I'll keep.
Okay, now what do we want to lead with? Yeah, it's probably still Vial. Pass 2.
Let's get a mountain and play a pirate spell.
Okay.
Pass turn.
1 for that.
I really wish this deck had a red shock land to fetch for to pump up its EEs.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that on the break. I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, so I will tick that up and then I'll pass to you.
Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, because when you bring in EE, you don't get Obosh. That's fine.
Oh,
yeah, that is a thing.
I did not know that. Get wrecked, noob.
Okay,
I will. The math guy would remember it.
I know, right? He's also really odd too, so that he's got both avenues covered.
I'll go to 18.
Okay.
Play another pirate spell bomb.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
I'll play this Esper Sentinel marked for death. I didn't flash this in before because with the nature of your deck, unless you cast double 1-drop, double spell bomb or something, but all right, you want to do anything? You want to kill it or something?
Yeah, I'm going to end up having to kill it. So let's do that.
All right, I'll tick this up. I'll draw. I will take 2, play Imperial Recruiter, go to 18. Now, I should probably not do the same stupid stuff that I did last game, but, it's still looking kind of cool. I kind of want to get Ragavan. All right, I think I'm going to get Kira. I think that card's tough for you. We're going to find out at least. And then I'll pass to you. So if you target something, and then I flash in Kira, it does not counter that ability, right? It's a retroactive thing, kind of thing. I'm going to try a new strategy this game, and it's play creatures that actually matter.
Okay, I'm going to play a Blast Zone and a Seasoned Pyromancer.
Oh, okay. Sanctifier doesn't do anything to this, huh?
No.
Okay. Yeah, discard away.
Discard Mountain Unholy Heat, get 1 token, draw 2 cards.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
Bang. Exile your stuff.
So, is it just red cards?
Red cards, yeah. Red and black cards. Okay. Untap.
Yep.
Take up. I have an island. I'll flash an Akira. Then I'll play Adeline.
Yep.
And I'll attack with these. And I need a 1/1 white human, Rob. I'll use Brad's. Just kidding. Brad's a human. I guess not in this.
Pyromancer will block the human token. Well. I will block the recruiter.
Okay. Recruiter's down. Take 2.
Go to 17.
Pass to you. All right. I got annoying creatures for you. Hopefully they're good enough. We've reached the fast and loose phase of our versus live show.
Yeah, this is going to be tough.
Yep,
it's going to be a tough game.
I believe it. These are some good creatures.
And I will pass the turn.
All right, trigger on the stack. I'll flash this in.
Ugh.
All right, it's gonna go up to 4. That good?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let's find something that's good against what you're planning to do, which is I don't know. Okay. Okay. Could get this. That's kind of cute. Okay. What is this doing in my deck? There's only 3 lightning bolts in the whole deck for spells.
Yeah. And you boarded them out.
I probably should have sided that card out as well, admittedly. All right. I suppose this just seems like the best. I'll just get a Thalia's Lieutenant. We're coming at you. All right. I will draw. I will play Thalia's Lieutenant.
Yep.
I'll get counters. I'll dash this Ragavan and pay 2.
You go to 16.
Yep. And then I'll declare attacks.
Yep.
I'll attack, get a human, get a counter on this.
So this is 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, and then 18.
What do you got? 17?
Yeah, I'm just dead.
Yeah, I just have Yorion lined up next turn too. That was a better plan, I think. I think I executed this plan better instead of get another 1/1 with my 1/1 and then acquire another 1/1 with my 1/1. I'm going to take this Snapcat. I'm curious what's this doing in the deck in general. There's only 3 bolts.
Better than the 4th bolt.
I guess it's a tutorable bolt. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Still stupid.
Yeah. The Kira in particular was incredibly annoying.
Yeah, that one seems good. That one seems pretty good.
I had all these Furies in my hand, and Fury says, like, it counters the ability of any creature that hasn't been targeted that turn gets targeted.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to go, like...
Because it just counters that whole ability.
Yeah,
right?
So I can't, like, sack the Pirate Spellbomb, target the Kira, then evoke Fury, target Kira and something else.
Yeah, you can.
No, because the Kira will trigger for the other creature and counter the entire ability.
Oh, yeah. So you have to do it to 1, huh?
Yeah, so I literally could only kill 1 creature that way using 3 cards.
Wow. Wow. Kira seems pretty good. I think we've gotten this question on Versus Live before. What do you think of Pyroclasm in this format? Actually really good right here.
If I had a Pyroclasm on my hand on that last turn, it would have been really good.
Oh, yeah. The game would have been over. Yeah. You would have Pyroclasm, then use the Spellbomb to clean up Adeline. Like, all right. All right, Rob, you got any questions while we shuffle up for our final chaotic game here?
Yeah, just a question about whether or not this deck is better as a non-Yorion deck.
If it's better as a Yorion deck or not?
Non-Yorion deck.
Oh, yeah, probably. But there is cool things. I mean, if you get Vial ticked up to 5, that's a decent way to cheat this in. It kind of gives me a little bit of Fires of Invention vibes, and then you just reset the Vial and you start ticking up again. So I get it, and it does cool things, and I just want to cast it once this game, or this match. So let's try to do that.
How about we don't?
Okay.
I will keep my hand.
I'm going to keep. It's by far my worst hand I've had, but I'm still.
I have turn 1 Ragavan on the play.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
But don't worry, my deck doesn't have piles of spot removal to force it through.
Luckily, I top decked that card at least, so I'll pass to you.
Attack you for 2.
Yeah. Well, at least I can cheat it into play. Oh, you can't cast that. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
I was like, that's stupid.
So you're at 18.
Yep. Kind of forgot you have good cards in your deck, too. This is scary.
Yeah, I'll play a Bloodstained Mire and a DRC.
Okay.
I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Counter. All right. I'll fetch this.
You're at 17.
I'll just get a plains. And yeah, I'll play Sanctifier. Pass to you.
Well, that's not cool.
I was like, I figure you probably would have played Spellbomb that turn if you had it, so you probably don't have it.
Crack fetch.
Okay.
19.
Good luck getting Delirium with this on the battlefield there, buddy. It's been a nonsensical match, though, so far, and I love it. We're, like, trying real hard for the first 2 matches, both pretty good matches, and then just nonsense.
Absolute nonsense.
Mm-hmm. You do have the possibility to play E for 2 now, though, which is good.
I also have the possibility to rip Pirate Spellbomb.
Oh, my God.
I'll play a Blast Zone.
Oh, my
I'll play a Pirate Spellbomb. I'll Surveil.
Sure.
Yeah, this mountain can go to the graveyard.
Such a jerk.
Sack Pirate Spellbomb.
Okay.
Attack for 3.
Okay, I'll take it.
You go to 14.
Yep, you're right.
I get another treasure.
Oh my God.
I wonder how many humans are in my deck.
Would you like a 1-mana 1/1?
Yeah. I have more humans.
Okay.
Play champion.
Sure.
I guess you have Reflector Mage. Maybe this is bad.
That's funny.
Yeah, maybe it's bad.
Yeah, don't play it, noob.
I mean, it's not that good. I would play a high impact, card, but a champion that's just a 1/1. I don't have any DRCs in my hand. Yeah, I'm not going to play it.
All right, coward. I'll take this up.
Probably doesn't have any Reflector Mages in his deck right now. Probably only has one. But you're right. It was cowardly.
Yeah. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am on a daily basis.
All right, I'll take 2 and play Reflector Mage.
Brings you to 12.
I think I want to bounce this now that I have Regavan. Well, this is still more threatening if you have burn spells. So yeah, I'll take Regavan. And I will pass to you.
End step, I will run this bolt into Athalia's Lieutenant.
Alrighty then.
Cyril?
Yep. I'll do it with a Surveil trigger on the stack, but...
Yeah. This will get me to Delirium, though, so I'll put the Blood Moon there.
Okay.
And then I will also stomp the Reflector Mage to finish it off.
Okay.
And I'll Surveil, too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. We'll leave that on top and draw it.
Okay.
Play Chandra Dress to Kill Surveil.
Okay.
Yeah. Land can go to the graveyard.
Okay.
I will plus for a red, deal you 1. You go to 11.
Yep.
I will Unholy Heat Thyler's Lieutenant, Surveil.
God.
Leave that one on top and attack you for 3.
Okay.
Puts you to 8.
Yep, that's a draw.
Pass the turn.
All right, I'll take this up. Actually... Yeah, on the stack, I'm going to flash in Malevolent Hermit.
Okay. I like Corey having Vial tapped on my turn, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. It was a vile draw. I'm in trouble.
I agree.
What's my options here? I think my best one is actually play this land, attack Chandra.
You just filed that in on your...
I will not attack Chandra. And I will take a pain and play a champion, which is awkward, and buy Yorion.
So you go to 7.
Pass to you. Yorion to just kind of block, but yeah, that does not even seem that good.
Okay, I will plus for a mana, deal you 1. You go to
Okay.
6.
Yep.
Use the mana to play the Rogavan you know about.
Yep.
Attack you for 3 in the air.
I'm down to 3.
Go to 3, and then I'll play Seasoned Pyromancer and draw 2 cards.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. With upkeep with this trigger on the stack, I'm gonna sacrifice this.
Okay.
Okay, that was probably pretty good. I will flash this in with the trigger on the stack. Get a counter. We'll see if I'm gonna tick this up. Let's see what we got. That is one way to keep me alive. Not great. I'm at 3, huh? 3. Okay, well. It's probably only one option here. Yep. And back. Takes away Delirium, I'm guessing. I'm just hoping.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
I will have nothing but land and artifact.
Okay, so then I will tick this up. Play Sanctifier. And these came into play this turn. This can attack. I can attack this for 5. Yeah, I'll attack Chandra with these.
Rogavan will block Malevolent Hermit.
Okay.
Chandra will go to 2.
Yep, Ragavan's exiled. And then pass to you. All right. Don't do it to me. No bolts for you.
You have 2 in hand?
Yep.
One of which is Yorion.
Correct. I'm not dead?
No.
Hooray!
Three cards.
I only have 2.
2. I think I have to make the hyper aggro play, awkwardly enough. I don't put you to 2. That will put you to 1. We'll take the recruiter off the battlefield.
Kill this, have me block this.
Yeah. Plus for a red, you'd go to 2.
Okay.
dash Rogovan.
Okay.
Attack.
All right, my blocks are pretty forced. Yep.
You go to 1.
Okay, yours are exiled.
Yep. Then I'll play a DRC.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Okay, if I top deck a land that doesn't deal me damage, I can destroy you here, but I don't think I will have that option.
Vial to 5.
Vial is definitely going to 5.
How many untapped lands that don't deal you damage are in your deck?
That's a good question.
Probably an island.
Oh, wait. Actually, you killed my card, so yeah, I don't even think that play is
This is
available.
Right? This is the symmetric.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Did we find a Thalia's Lieutenant?
Found a Ragavan. I'll dash Ragavan. And everything at Chandra.
Oh, can't protect the Chandra now.
Yeah.
So.
And then I'll flash in Yorion. I wonder if this still returns, because it's no longer I mean, it's a different creature, but, you know. Let me cast card return. Yeah, it's a different creature, so it still gets to stay. So I can go like this, and then I have 4 blockers, or I can leave the champion and boost it and keep it tapped, and then I have 3 blockers. Still seems fine to me, so let's do that. This gets pumped, and I'll pass to you.
Wow.
All right, but I'm at 1. Anything kills me. A light breeze kills me. Oh, sorry, this is start over too. There's no point to leave that.
The Rogovan not coming back to is perfect because I had another Rogovan just to give me a third attacker. So sick.
This is pretty sick.
And you have me at 19. 4, 8, 10, 12. That's a pretty fast clock.
Yep.
You're gonna. I guess I've shown you the Rogovan. You're gonna have to leave back some blockers.
I got a blocker waiting in the wings too.
True. We're getting close to 4 o'clock, so I guess I should just kill you. Is that good? Did I want to draw a stomp?
You're an idiot. You're a complete idiot. You know that? Wow. Why would you do this to me? Just why?
Doctors have been asking themselves that same question for a long time.
This is what I just do. This is, just think about when you go to work and whenever you're like, God, I really don't want to go to work today. I'm really dreading it. Just put yourself in my shoes and just think this is what I come to do for my work. Is just get trolled by Ross Merriam on a daily basis.
A bi-weekly basis.
Bi-weekly basis. Thank you. Wow. Well, that still was a sweet game. Yeah. That was a really sweet game. If you didn't kill Recruiter and I drew a land, what I could have done was I had the stupid creature. Yeah, I had a great follow-up in my hand. Phantasmal Image in my hand. I could have Phantasmal Imaged on Recruiter, got Charming Prince, gained 3, flashed in Yorion, started the loop, or just gained 6, and the game is just over. But Ragavan did keep me alive, so it was still a good draw. Otherwise, I was dead. Yeah. Phantasmal Image was not going to be enough with you killing the Recruiter. I think even if you didn't kill the Recruiter, there was nothing else I could have done. You would have just killed me with that Chandra, no matter what. Yeah, because I couldn't have attacked.
You had to be able to kill the Chandra.
Yeah. So yeah, that was still a sweet game. You can keep the marbles. You get to know that you are indeed a jerk. And that about sums up the week.
All right. Well, if you've got one last question, Rob, we can take that. Otherwise, we can just move into thanking some subs and some sponsors.
No, people were loving the troll though.
Ban them.
So
ban them all.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I thought Corey was going to catch on pretty quickly.
No, I was thinking of like my plays for next turn. I was like, okay, I get to attack, and then I'm gonna Phantasmal Image Yorion. And all I was thinking, I was like, okay, do I want to keep the original or do I want to blink it out and do the Yorion trick? I was like, I probably keep the original. Like that's where my head was, is like maximizing my next turn. I was like, I'm not dead. You would have cast it, but that shows.
And then you were dead.
That shows me, how long it's been since you've done one of these stupid trolls that I have now forgot. So now I got another month where I'll be constantly on guard giving you a glare. Yeah. God, I can't wait to go out of town
I have
tomorrow.
an easy clip of the day, so that's good.
Oh, sweet.
But did get a few subs today. Smashtastic 86 resubscribed for 20 months. Skippy resubscribed for 6 months. And it's gonna take me a second to read this one. So One Trick subscribed. I'm just gonna go with that.
Yeah, we can't correct you, so
Yeah, sounds good to me.
correct us.
Thank you to all of those subs. And if you would like to support Star City Games in another way, you can join SCG Premium. $7.99 a month will get you access to exclusive content from our wonderful staff of content creators, as well as 5% off of sealed product, 10% off of singles, and 15% off of supplies. So head on over to starcitygames.com/join-premium and sign up today.
But if you love me as a content creator, I don't usually have a lot of premium content, but if you just do me a solid and boycott his premium content, read everybody else's and buy premium because it's a great service. But, I mean, I don't think we should be promoting you at this point after such vile actions you just did. But one thing we should promote for sure is Coalesce Apparel, because Coalesce Apparel is sweet. These shirts that we wear, this is probably... I wore that yesterday on Commander Versus, which was super fun, y'all. Check that out. But I love that color.
Yes,
that color is
it's kind of
nice.
fuchsia.
Like a little violet purple kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that is really nice. So if you want to pick up some of the awesome shirts that we wear, you can go to coalesceapparel.shop and you can use the gift code SCG to get yourself 10% off some of these awesome shirts.
Next order of business is selling your cards, because Star City Games is always buying, and the process has never been easier because there's so many ways to do it. You can use the buy list feature on the website. You can mail your cards in and let SCG do the work for you. You can make an appointment and come into the store to do your business in person. And if your collection is big enough, you can make an appointment and have Star City Games come to you. So pick whichever works best for your situation. And do keep in mind that when trading your cards in for store credit, you will get a 30% bonus on that trade-in.
Absolutely. And if you want to check out our recent sale, we got a sale going on every single week here at Star City Games to always be saving you some money. This one is 15% off non-basic lands. If you want to pick up some duels, pathways, all that kind of stuff, and get those ready for, maybe the next standard season, or just fill out your collection, you can go to starcitygames.com/sale and check out some of all the lands that we're offering. Yep. Now, do remember that the sale does end Sunday at 11:59 p.m., so get your non-basic land purchases in before the end of the week.
Still got a few days.
Yeah. Pick up some sweet lands. Absolutely.
Okay, that is...
that's all of them, right? We're so used to 5 plugs. Yeah.
Only 4.
I'm going to go home and, try not to scream and yell from Ross's trolling. And, that's about it. Any closing thoughts from you? That's about it. That's all we got. We're going to be coming back
a little bit.
We're going to be coming back Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So for Rob, that guy, I'm Corey Baumeister. We'll see you then.